y'all, we're fixing to walk into Big Lots and see if they have any Christmas decor out yet at all. This is October 20th, and I have not been in this store since they closed and reopened. So let's go in and see what they've got. Right up front, close to the checkout, they had this display that had all these cute little soap dispensers. And then on the front side, they had the cutest coffee mugs. Some of them are different than ones I've seen in other places so far this year. Then they had some spoon rests, and this one looks like a red pickup truck with the tree in the back. That's so cute. They also have a penguin, and the one beside it is just a plain red one that says Believe. Those are so cute. And then they have more coffee mugs. Naughty is the new nice. Dear Santa. Before I explain, how much do you already know? And then they had the tall ones with different sayings on them. Those were so pretty. And now we're getting into the Christmas lights. I don't think they were completely through stocking on this day, but they did have a decent amount of stuff out already. And they also had several blow-ups. And then they had this basket of pillows here. I love this Christmas one with the snowman. That is so cute. Some of them they haven't unpackaged yet, but they did have the Charlie Brown ones. And then they had a small selection of Christmas trees. I liked the light pole tree. It was really cute. And of course, one of my favorites, as always, is the one with the berries and the pine cones and the frosting on it. This was a big tree. Check out the ornament that's on it right here. I just love those. I think I've looked at them before. Wish they had this in red. It was really cute. Also, I really loved this angel here. It lights up. I think it's a good one because you can use it with any color. It's just silver. You can use it with any theme that you're going with. They had lots of choices for tree skirts, and they were all really soft. And they also had this sweater-like tree skirt that I really like. I always like the sweater material. And then they had several hats, and they also had the monogrammed stockings again this year, and they had them in red and also in white. They had this tree collar that was really cute, and a few outside things. They had the deer in the sleigh. And then more around on this side, they also had a penguin. They had the little snowman that was really cute. And they also had an angel and a nutcracker and more snowmen. All this stuff was really cute. And now we're on to this display of Santas. Love this Santa Claus's sweater. I think these Santas might have been about 18 inches tall. I like the one with the Santa robe on. That's really cute, the jacket. And they also had some in their pajamas that actually look really cute too. The prices were $19.99 on these small ones. And then they had the bigger ones. And I think these bigger ones was about 3 feet tall. They had the ones dressed in white, which is really good because it will go with anything. And they were $44.99. And then they also had the ones dressed in red, which I really liked too. Now, Big Lots seem to have had some of the same stuff they used to have before, but some different things also. And I noticed that some of their prices were not quite as bad as they have been the past few years. They seem like they went down just a little. Here's some of those ornaments that I really love. Like I said, white and silver can go with any color. So that's a good thing to get. They have this set of ice skates. And then we're getting into the blue. We'll look at that for just a minute. They had some blue with some gold. And now here's the red. And they had plenty of choices for red ornaments here this year. And like I said, the prices weren't too bad. I like the one with the red and the green and the gold in there. These were pretty different and pretty. A lot like the silver ones, but with red in there. And they had the bears. Those are really pretty. I like the sets. I like this set because it comes with a train and the wreath, and they also have a Santa Claus. Then they had the red mittens. Those were really cute. And then they had white mittens with the red snowflake. They had some dogs and a little bit of gingerbread ornaments with the frosting on top. Those were cute. These ornaments here were a little bigger than the regular sized ornaments. These were for the tiny trees. And then they have the gold and the white, and they had a tiny section of pink and a tiny section of the neutral with the muted green and the brown. They had these little signs. I love the one that's like a sled. It says "Joy to the World" and has a tree on there. And they had the Santa Claus Merry Christmas sign. That was really pretty. Santa Claus is coming to town. And those are porch leaners at the top. Now, I really liked this end cap here because everything that they had here can be used to decorate your kitchen, but it's also functional. Stuff like pot holders and spatulas, cookie cutters and measuring cups. All of it was really, really cute. They had that Santa cookie jar and this ornament drink dispenser. That was really cute. And then they had this little Chevy Chase Christmas card game. I thought that was cute too. I thought this bowl with this little nutcracker and the candy was really pretty. And then they have this LED candle that looks like a Christmas tree, and the candles inside the little Christmas tree shaped tin boxes. And they had several different styles of ribbon, a small selection of ribbon, and then a small selection of Christmas cards and some pine cones for decoration. These are tiny totes with lids for storage that are decorated for Christmas. And then over here we have the light up snowmen, which were very cute. They had some snow globes and a couple of signs. This snowman here they've had in years past. I like that one. And these churches at the bottom, they were a decent size. And they did light up. Now we have a section with some deer. Some of them were super glittery, but they were really cute. And then some of them were just glam, like the silver one there. Those were cute too. They had a few bows out. I liked this one with the pine cones on it and the plaid one. Now these are so cute. Walmart has these too. And Big Lots had a decent little selection of them. They look like giant cookie cutters. And then this end cap here had some snow globes on it and some little houses and trees. And this little train set with the train station that lit up and the train actually rolled. More of those cookie cutter type decorations. I like the countdown calendars, especially the one with the penguin. It's really cute. And then they had some more deer. Deer seem to be really big for Christmas now, and I think they're really cute. People are getting more and more of them. They had some Christmas trees and some nutcrackers and some candle holders. The little pickup truck. The most wonderful time of the year. That's cute. And this is a pretty angel. I love the snowman family. And I love these ice skates with the greenery and the pine cone and berries on the inside. That was really cute. More deer and some more light ups and snowmen and the joy sign with the gold bells on it. That's really pretty. The Merry Christmas sign. This is a train with a snow globe with Santa Claus inside it. That's really pretty. And there's a smaller cookie cutter gingerbread man. And they still have these red reindeer. I remember liking those last year. They're just so different. And then you have this peace sign with the trees and the church. And the church does light up. The trees light up too. That's really pretty. They have a few of the gnomes where the legs hang off. This is a little popcorn stand. And the popcorn spins and lights up. I saw that last year. It was really pretty. Another train. Okay, now we're getting into the doormats, and they had this cute gingerbread one, and then they had this one that says come in and cozy up. And their prices were not bad on these. There's the gingerbread house. And they also have the Grinch. Ho, ho, ho. And then they had this Mickey one that says holiday greetings. And they were only $7.99. That's not bad at all, especially for a Disney one. And then they had a few wreaths. And I think this wreath was supposed to light up, but it didn't work. And just a big selection on this little aisle here of different kinds of wreaths. Now this has always been one of my favorite sections to look at Big Lots, the hand towels. They always have some really unique ones and plenty of choices. This one is a snowman inside of a snow globe, and it says believe in the magic of Christmas. They have the candy canes. Some of these can be bathroom towels, and some of them are kitchen towels. Let's get cozy. That's cute. And I like this plaid one. I'm really into the plaid this year. And the prices are not bad at all. It comes with anywhere between 2 and 4 towels. And a lot of them were $4.99. Let It Snow. I like the striped one, and it comes with a red and a green towel too. That's really cute. I like this one, North Pole, Santa Shop, Jolly Bakery. I also like the red pickup truck, of course, with the buffalo check on it. That's really cute. The little cute reindeer that says Spa La La. This one with the doggies was really, really cute. Happy Holidays. And it came with 2, I think. Just a big selection of different types of hand towels for kitchen and bath. And these are the little mats to use by your kitchen sink. And those were really cute too. They had the joy, they had the gingerbread house, they had the bows, Bows are really big again this year. They had the one with the snowmen if you're doing blue, and they also had the green one with the Christmas trees. This little gingerbread sleigh was really cute. And then they had some snowmen and some Santas and some gingerbread men. I love this little candy-themed gingerbread house right here. Some of this stuff I don't think had prices on it. Now, I love these candles. It's a gingerbread man, a snowman, and check it out, y'all, a Santa Claus. They also had these rocking horses. And on this side, these are tins. And some of them were Mickey Mouse. And then they had the stemless wine glasses and more Christmas cards. Well, that's about it, y'all. They didn't have as much yet this year, but I think they were still stocking. Y'all have a good one.
Jingle bells ringing in my ear. Jingle bell, a sound that's oh so dear.